Hey Fran, I wave. Oh, hi. Thank you for joining on time today. I'm just gonna wait a few people to join. Hi everyone. Ciao. Ciao. Thank you for joining. Hello. Okay, so can you hear me? Can you see me? Yeah, in the meantime, I'm sorry I haven't replied to your email yet. I'm gonna do it by the end of today, I promise. Okay, great. So since you can see me and you can hear me, I think we can start. So, hi, Kristen. Thank you for joining. Yes, so today I want to talk about what I did to launch vitamin C serum under my own brand. I think I wanted to make this live because um, I have I've been receiving a lot of DMs of people asking me how it's possible and how to launch a product. So I thought that this is what I did. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily the right thing to do. Also because I'm not a marketing person, but still I was able to get some pretty good results with basically very little knowledge. So I think if if this is what you want to do, you want to start selling cosmetics, I think this would be useful. So before I start, I want to point out some few things. Uh, the first one is that I did everything by myself, meaning that this is something that is possible and doable even if you don't have a marketing agency behind you and or you don't work with influencer or anything. What I did was just leverage what I was able to build throughout the years, and this is it. So I'm gonna share the numbers with you because I want you to realize that really it doesn't take that much to start. In particular, in my case, I started that I had I'm reading because of course I don't know anything. So I started that I have 5,000 followers on Quora, approximately 5,000 views to my website through Google, so organic, 50,000 a month. Facebook, I only have 300 followers on my page. Instagram, I only have 750 followers. And I use a tool for website push notification that is called subscribers, and I have 4,000 subscribers on that. Basically, it's a tool. It's like that thing that when you visit the website tells you, "Hey, do you want to receive the latest news from this website?" And if you click yes, you're gonna start receiving notification on Google Chrome or your browser about what's going on the website. So I had 4,000 subscribers on that, and finally I started with only 200 YouTube subscribers. So again, these numbers are ridiculous, very low. Which, hi France, which again tells me and proves you that you can really start with basically nothing, especially if you are an influencer or makeup artist. I mean, if you have a little bit of following online, you can really get some traction by doing basic things. So, and this is actually what I did. So, so the strategy that I like to use every time I launch a product consists of on basically three steps. Steps number one is education. Steps number two is gaining trust, And step number three is the actual moment of the sale. Hi Ariel, thank you so much for joining. Okay, so what I mean by education, trust, and sales. So, to me, education is a crucial step when you have to make a sale. It is true that using direct response marketing, you can still get a sale, immediate sale, but that's just not the way I like to operate. Also, because I'm here to play for the long run, and in my opinion, direct response marketing and doesn't really allow you to do that. It's more like immediate, so it can get you a lot of traction and sales, but it's just short lived. What I mean by direct response marketing is, for example, when you see an ad on Facebook that says, I don't know, buy this product, okay? 20% off today, only buy this product. Okay, you don't know that brand, you never heard of that brand, but you just see the ad, and the ad specifically asks you to buy. Okay, that's very clear. Me, that's direct response marketing. So they are expecting you a direct response, meaning that you buy. Okay, that's not how I operate, like I said, because you have to be very good at copywriting, meaning it's very difficult if people don't know you to have them actually buy, and that's definitely not of my skill. So I don't do that. Also, I have to say that my strategy is not aggressive at all, meaning that I could have profit and make a lot more money if I decided to be much more aggressive with my marketing campaign and what I did with this product. However, again, that's not the way I operate, because I think this is also a self limitation. But I just feel very bad when I have to ask people to buy. Not because I don't believe in the product. I mean, I think the products are pretty good in quality. It's just I don't know, because when companies do that to me, I always get. I just don't like it, like receiving 20 emails a day asking me to buy every day, buy. So I know many skincare, even skincare that I like a lot, do that, and I always end up unsubscribing because I cannot stand their marketing anymore. So again, my strategy, like I said, was educating, trust, gaining the trust of the customers, and then propose them my product to sell. So how did I educate them? So what I do to educate is basically very simple, and is creating a lot of content around the topic and the product, around the topic and the problem that the product is going to solve. So, for example, in hi everyone, thank you for joining. I'm sorry if I don't want to keep on interrupting you, but I really appreciate you being here. So, educating, meaning that in this particular case of the vitamin C serum, I created a very long blog post on vitamin C. uh, and I explain why most of vitamin C serum on the market might or might not work, what is the problem with vitamin C, and then I offered a solution to this problem. The problem basically was that vitamin C, as ascorbic acid, is not a stable compound. So the risk is that you're giving people, is the risk for consumers is that when they buy this product, the vitamin C might be already degraded. And that's, hi Albert, and that's why this was the problem. So my product was aimed to solve this problem, meaning that I'm offering you a stable form of vitamin C, so eliminating the problem of the concern of instability. However, in this first phase, I was not selling anything. I didn't even mention that I actually had a vitamin C in room. I was only really educating people about, I was raising awareness about the concern. Why is not only vitamin C? I'm gonna answer this question later. But just to say something in advance, somebody is asking why this product is not just vitamin C. And yes, that's also because I wanted to answer another problem of current products on the market right now is that sometimes vitamin C, using only one active ingredient most of the time is not enough. We need to put together two or three ingredients so that they can work in a synergic way and work better compared to other products. And I made sure that I made this very clear on this blog post where I was educating people. So, like I said, the plan was create awareness about around the problem and then give people a solution. So it's not enough that you write a blog post and publish on your website because nobody's ever gonna read them. What you need to do is that search for keywords and you have to have them rank very high on Google. In particular, I use a tool that is called Uber Suggest. It is completely free, and you only have to search for keywords. This is like very complex, but there's all like a science behind how an article is going to rank on Google. But I'm just gonna tell you briefly what I did. I saw that the keyword vitamin C serum had a high number of researches in a month, meaning that people were actually researching for that keyword. And this is why I created a blog post all around vitamin C. So, which vitamin C serum, which so to make it rank high on Google, it's a combination of factors, but definitely the keyword that you are targeting is very, very important, okay? Because I can target, I don't know, write an article about myself with a fanzine, but I only have 10 researches a month on my name, so nobody actually would never read it, okay? So this, when you create a blog post, you need to make sure that the keyword you are going after has a pretty good research volume, or that is very, very niche specific. That will work as well, okay? So, like I said, I created this blog post, didn't try to sell anything. I tried to make it rank on high on Google, so that I could actually get free traffic to the website. But at the same time, yes, I'm gonna answer that question later. At the same time, I was able to, I bought some Facebook ads, very simple. I only ask people that were or they have been already on my website to, if they were interested to read this article, and when they click on the ads there was no product, but the link was bringing them to the link to the article on the site. This is very, very important because again at this phase I was not selling anything. I was just trying to educate people, and this is something that I really think, in my experience, this is the best strategy. Unless you're, like I say, you're very, very good at copywriting and can write in a way that propels people to buy right away. Okay, so this website to find the keywords is called Uber Suggest. So is Francesco? Can you please write it in the comments? Is UB B as boy, ER like Uber in German, and then suggest like suggest, and it's .com, I think. Okay. Of course, I also released this article and the link to this article to all my to the subscriber that I yes, that one. um, Yeah, thank you, Francisco. But I was talking to my brother, but thank you for being so prompt that you share the same name. So I wasn't giving you order, of course. Um, yes, so then of course I share the link to this article with the followers that I already had, but like I said, there were only a few. I told you my numbers before are ridiculously low, so I'm sure you can do. It doesn't take much to do better than that, believe me. Okay. So then to create a little bit more awareness about my product, what I did was like creating a small contest where people could guess the price, and if they guessed the price correctly, they would have won a free product. This was another strategy that, in my opinion, worked pretty well. Um, I didn't run any ads on this, so it was all organic, and I still got I think 48 comments on Facebook. Again, no ads, and I only have 300 followers. And on Instagram, which is my least favorite platform because I have to say that I don't do very well on Instagram. I'm still trying to figure out why. But the platform where I do best is Quora and Facebook, basically, and the website. Um, so even on Instagram, where I don't do pretty well, I got few comments. I don't remember the exact number, but I think around 20. So again, no ads, everything organic. And okay, so of course the article, when you send people to your article because you are trying to educate them, you also want to take something from them, and this will be their email address because you know if you otherwise they're just gonna consume your content and then say goodbye and never come back because just think about how many websites that we have nowadays. It's very easy to jump from one content to another, consume one content, consume, and then skip to the next one. This is why you need to get their email address basically. Okay, so the way you get them their email address is you can offer something in exchange. But in my experience, actually, if what you write is very very good, like high quality content, they just want to subscribe by themselves. Meaning that I have people that actually write me, "How can I subscribe to your newsletter?" Because I forgot to put the box to subscribe. So content that is very very good always works. No need to stress much about it. But definitely grab their email address. Also because this brings me to the next point. When I launched the product, I launched on different channels, but the total, I mean, the conversion rate that I had, which means people that actually bought the product, because it's not that you do all this and then nobody buys it. The best channel where I had the higher conversion rate was the email, and in particular people that subscribe to the email where I offer them to give in exchange for their email address, I offer them free skincare tips. Okay, so like every week or so I send them some skincare tips, but they are the same that I share on Instagram, so it's not that you have to create different content for different platform, at least when the numbers are so small like now. And also this is not my primary job, so it's very difficult for me to create content that is different for each platform. So I just give them the tips, and so I actually had an open rate of 43.8%, which is considered very high, and I had a click, which means people that clicked when I asked them to buy the product, of 24.1%. Again, it's very high. And of this 24.1%, the people that actually bought, meaning they went through the whole checkout and blah blah blah, were 7%, which again, in my opinion, is high. Of course, I also, since this was a launch, I offered them a 30% discount. But I only offered the 30% discount to people that were subscribed to the list. So I always offer something more to people that were willing to give me their email address. So I'm always more in contact with them. How can I say? I nurture them. I take good care of them because by giving me their email address, they show me that they trust and that they want to hear from me. So this is why, for me, these are the the customers or people that I like to engage with the most, and also are the people where I give my best. Just because again they were willing to share their email address with me. So to the people that were subscribed to my newsletter, I gave a coupon code of 30% off, and like I said, I had a conversion rate of 7%. People that were not my subscribers didn't get anything, meaning, meaning that I didn't do them any discount or didn't provide any code or anything like that. What I'm gonna do is maybe, but this mostly because I didn't have time, but I think maybe next week or the other week I'm gonna just do a post and I'm gonna offer them at the 10% discount. Um, but again, I offer the higher discounts to people that are actually in the list. Okay, so this is basically what I did. I think I don't like to share numbers because it's like bragging and something I don't like to do. But just like I said, 7% bought. The serum was $37 with the discount. They could get it for 24.50, and I also had free shipping. And but many people, they of course when they get to the store, they don't just buy the serum; they might buy other products, and that's very important. So, in my opinion, this is something that people always ask me, and they say, "Is it okay if I start with only one product, or should I start with two, three different products at the same time?" So my answer usually is that it's totally fine to start with one product only at the beginning. However, when you have two or three products, it gets so much better because you can do upsell or cross sell. So so to make a profit, you need less clients, less customers because they buy more. So of course, if I only have one product and one customer comes, I can only sell this product for, let's say, $30. But if I have two, three products and this customer, instead of spending $30 and ends up spending 100, of course, you know, uh, for me it's so much better. It's so much. It makes everything easier. If I want to make 100 with only one product, I need three or even four customers, and this is why. This is a little bit the advantage of having two, three products when you start with. However, in terms of conversion rate and that, it doesn't really make any difference. Meaning that if you have a good product, even if it's just one, it's still gonna sell. Okay. Hi, Kimi. Okay, if you have any question, I'm here to answer. Otherwise, I'm very happy that you joined me. And what can I say? I'm gonna drink a little bit. I don't see any question. This is your chance if you wanna ask me. Hi, Jasmine, of course. You're very welcome. And like I said, I want also to point out that, okay, selling and doing marketing is not my primary job, which is still making the formulation. So if I'm able to do this and sell pretty well, it actually means, to me, it means that everyone um, can do it, because I didn't pay anyone to teach me these things. I have always used free resources that I found online, and it's true that I'm very passionate about this. Like, to me, talking about conversion rate, open rate, um, SEO, how to rank high on Google. This is things that I'm very passionate about. So if you're not passionate about that, you might find it a little bit hard to learn, but definitely it's definitely doable, and I encourage you to. Okay, congrats on a successful launch. Which you, wish you more success. Thank you. You're so nice. I really appreciate that. Francisco is writing. I can attest to Luisa's engagement. She says, being patient with my question. I can't wait for my order to arrive. Yes, yes, Francisco. I have to say that now you discover my secret. That's part of the educational process. Like I said, I don't like to ask people, buy my stuff, buy. Today I have a 10% buy. Tomorrow it's gonna be 20% buy. No, my strategy is to educate people, make them love cosmetic products, and most importantly, make them trust me, because the only way people are gonna buy from you is if they trust you. And nowadays, I feel, sorry, there is a lot of noise. Nowadays, I feel like people, when they see your face, there's a direct contact, they trust much more, and they are willing to buy from you compared to buying from big corporation brands like, I don't know, Avino or Eucerin. They still hold a huge part of the market. Obviously, these companies are huge, but at the same time, there's no direct contact with the customers, and this is something that is lacks. And things. Also, this, to be honest with you, this is also something that really concerns me. Meaning that, for example, something very small. Each order, I write a hand written note with my signature, and so I'm actually worried. I know it might sound ridiculous, but I'm actually worried that when the business will be um, growing, I actually won't be able to do that anymore, because these 2 days has been crazy for me. And I'm very small still, and yet has been so crazy that I actually had to spend the days writing and writing these notes, and then also making products, because of course the mistake that I did was that I didn't make enough products, because I said, oh, nobody's gonna buy it. So I basically, I don't know, I made probably 5 units. So then I saw all this order coming in, and I said, oh my god. So I had to spend like 16, 17 hours no stop making products, writing notes, and then preparing the packages. So it was crazy. But so my concern is that, oh my god, if I grow, what's gonna happen to my direct contact with my customers? Most likely I won't be able to handle that anymore, because if I have 1000 orders a day, how can I write 1000 notes a day? That's just not possible. And so this is something that an issue that I'm dealing with right now, because like I said, it was already very hard to keep up. And no, I'm laughing because I read the comments, not that I'm nuts. And so yes, this is something I really need to think. My ideas of now would be just to hire someone write the notes, and then I'm just gonna, at least I'm just gonna put my signature on it, because that is something that I just don't want to give up on that. I'd rather maybe stay small, um, but still be able to add that personal touch, because I think that's why people buy from me. Um, I, yeah, the products are good because, of course, I'm a cosmetic chemist, but it's the whole story around me, and yeah, the fact that I make everything personal. That I think that's what people want. Okay, I think I've been talking a lot today, so if there are no questions, okay, let me say hi to everyone. Oh, there is a question. Hi, Kimmy. What products should use a man to care his face? He is 37. What depends on the skin issue that he has. There is so if you can be more specific, then usually after shaving, it's very good to have an alcohol-based product after shave. That's because it really helps with the razor bumps, and also the bumps they can get inflamed, and then can lead to acne. So the alcohol basically sanitize and prevent all this, so it's very good. Plus, I like the smell. And then just apply a moisturizer if the skin is dry. If he has a beard, um, of course the beard oil, and yeah, like I said, this is just general. I don't know if there's some particular concern like aging, anti-aging, or anything else. Just let me know, and then I can answer more specifically. Francisco is writing. We will understand and be happy for you. Thank you, but yeah, thank you. I don't know. You're so nice. I have no. I'm speechless. Thank you. Yeah, Francisco is always very nice to me. So he's special, definitely. Oh, okay. Okay, is stability testing required for serum? Yes, stability testing is required for every product that you launch on the market. Of course, the all product research and launch stability test, sorry, all the labeling, all that part I didn't mention today, but that is all something that I did prior to, prior even to creating the article on vitamin C. So what I did and what I suggest you to do is that actually create a product that you already know people are going to buy. So I use a tool like Google Trends. I saw that vitamin C is trending right now, so that I created a vitamin C serum. This is just common sense. Um, but it's not necessarily something you have to do. For example, if you already have a good audience online, and they love you, whatever you give them, they're gonna buy it. So that's what I did, because I don't have a huge following online. But if you do, just there's no need you go on Google Trend, unless of course it's a very shitty product. But I would never recommend you to do that. Okay, let's see. Congratulations. It means that you are doing everything well. Yes, thank you, Kimmy. Yes, I'm trying a lot of different things, and yeah, I really hope to grow. And but I'm very aware that I wouldn't be able to do anything without the support of the people. So that's why I just want to focus on the people more than focusing on the money. Even though I still want to make money, obviously, because otherwise I wouldn't be in business. Okay, stability testing. I have responded. Is it okay to use hyaluronic acid serum and vitamin C if I have atopic skin? Yes, definitely. No issues at all. Also, what I usually do with mine, I mix one or two drops of each and apply them together in the morning. This so I also save time. And while in the evening, I apply a retinol because I want to stay young. And but I don't have a retinol product. So yes, the only my suggestion would be that you don't apply too much because both serums are very concentrated. So it's enough that you apply one or two drops, and that's it. Also because they are very liquid, so very easy to spread on the skin. And if you feel that they feel a little bit sticky or tacky, it's because you have to give it a little bit time to absorb, and or because you're using too much. Yeah, let's see on Facebook here. Hi Luisa, thank you for sharing. Thank you Ariel. I think I said it already, but thank you again. Thank you, Jasmine. Hi, Melissa. Just woke up. Lost the beginning. That's fine. Are you going to keep this live? Yes, I am. How many variations did you go through to get a product you are happy with? And did you have to do any compromises to get a product on the market at the end? Hey Jasmine, thank you for the question. So the way I work and the way I reason and think is this: done is better than perfect. So I didn't go through like 1,000 changes to the product. I found a product that was on the market that I really liked, and I just this was a very simple product, only three or four ingredients, and it wasn't a vitamin C serum. It was a product with other actives, but I really liked the concept of it. So what I did was just take the vitamin C, create a formula around it, making it possible to be delivered properly on the skin. Then, of course, I added the preservative, and I added two other two ingredients to support the action of the vitamin C, which are the licorice extract and the yes, niacinamide. Okay, but that's it. I tried. No, so to answer your question, because when I start talking, then I cannot stop. So I want to now give you an answer. I think I did approximately 10, maybe 10 reiteration, probably maybe a little bit less, um, but not many. Definitely not many. Also wanted to test the different suppliers for the active ingredients. Um, but I don't like to spend too much time into the research and development phase. Um, because like I said, I want customers to tell me what they want. I don't want to be the one who's imposing products on them. So just because even if I do 20 and then I like the product, but if the customers don't like the product, it doesn't make sense. So I rather save time and give and come enter the market as quick as possible with the product. Then people start to buy. They're gonna leave me a review. Some are gonna say they love the product, which is always welcome. Some other are gonna say that they don't like the product at all, and I'm gonna ask why you don't like it. What can I do better? What can be improved? Once they tell me what they want, and I see there is a common feel among customers that they all think that way, at that point I'm gonna review the formula. But again, I'm not gonna spend 1 year to keep on changing formulas or come up to something that I'm not chasing perfection. So I will never do that. I think this is the fastest way to actually start selling products. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that it's wrong. You can do it. I'm just saying that's not who I am. I want to not quickly, but I want to see how something is working right away. Okay, so that's what I meant. Hi Lily, thank you for joining. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, let's see other question. Of course, not corporation anymore. They don't care about customers. Yes, yes, it's true. Most of the time, they just pretend they care, but they don't. Lately, I'm very pissed at Amazon as well. So, um, hi Miranda, I'm glad you are here today. I was a little bit worried that I didn't see you right away. Anyway, I think this will be very useful for you as well because I know you are about to launch. You are very practical and smart in your thinking, Luisa. Thank you. Thank you for the compliments. Okay, then I don't see any other questions, so I think this can be it for today, unless there are last minute questions. The live is gonna be available on my Facebook group, and also I'm gonna keep it on Instagram profile as well. So if you missed the beginning or if you wanna watch it again, you can do that easily. Thank you to everyone who joined. It's always very exciting, and I want to do more so then I can share with you what I'm doing and what I'm working on. And yeah, so I'll see you next week. Thank you again, everyone. I appreciate each one of you. Thanks.